ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I hope all you guys are doing great. There's a lot of crypto news going on right now and a lot of price predictions going on, and let's just get right into it. So XRP is currently at $3.12 and Stellar's at 42 cents. Hedera is at 26 cents. We have been seeing a huge climb here for crypto, and just the same where we at when we first peaked $3. It kind of got higher than that, but it went back down. All right, what's going on with crypto news? This is by Verson saying ETHgate exposed JP Morgan's involvement in selective enforcement, backroom deals, regulatory favors, and corruption. XRP didn't get a free pass, and that's exactly why it will be the foundation of something real. I hope this surfaces because many involved belong in prison. So well said here from Verson. This is really hit the nail on the head on there. ETHgate exposed JP Morgan's involvement, and that is true. We'll see through that as well, because ETHgate. All right, moving on. This is from Digital Asset Investor. $1,000 XRP by 2030. These two guys have been everywhere currently. So yeah, I'm not gonna have you guys listen to all this shit, but I'll skim through it. But those are like really they're trying to put some price predictions on XRP and whatnot. So of course it could definitely happen, not saying it wouldn't, but again, it's all price predictions and at the end of the day. But this is pretty important. I want you guys to take a listen. I'm not gonna show it all of it, but just skim through it.
EasyA and how you got started.
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having us on, Remy. It's a pleasure to be here in the stock exchange. And when we first got started, I wouldn't have imagined that we'd be here. When we first got into the space, that was 2013 through Bitcoin space. So what we have is two things. Number one, the EasyA app, where we have over 1 million users who learn about the world's leading blockchains like the XRP Ledger with our amazing partners like Ripple, and also other blockchains like Stellar with our awesome partners at the Stellar Development Foundation. They learn about it, and we are basically onboarding layer onto the world's leading decentralized networks and distributed networks. And I myself work in finance, so at Blackstone, Goldman, and a couple of other places. And we really saw through our work at those amazing firms and also through our sort of daily lives, which is super easy, 100% free for anyone to actually download and use, and then obviously host the amazing hackathon. Quite a couple of other I think last I checked, about 70 to 80% of all internet traffic goes through a mobile phone. That's why we designed EasyA to be mobile first, this whole ecosystem of things, and that's really the beginning of what's going to take this industry from essentially a niche of people who are sort of experimenting or using it, but very, very technical, to just the everyday person. Anybody can use it as simply as they can, go to Starbucks and buy a coffee or use Uber.
All right, so I don't want to go through all of it, but they're having the public more access to crypto without the need to, go through the complexities of investing in such technology like this, because it is complicated. If I bring somebody right now who does not know anything about crypto and just tell him about crypto, he will not understand a thing. But yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to build a platform where crypto is accessible to the public much more easier. And yeah, I mean, and the price prediction, $1,000 XRP by 2030. I didn't hear him say it, but it's probably in this video. But yeah. All right, moving on, we have subjective views. This is pretty important, by the way. Bitwise Asset Management table showcased the rise of institutional crypto adoption with a wide range of companies deeply involved. And as you guys can see here as well, you have all those banks from crypto trading and custody, private crypto funds, crypto ETFs, and tokenization. You have HSBC, you have JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Visa, Wells Fargo, PayPal. Yeah, PayPal just announced pretty early, I mean pretty like earlier, that they're including crypto. So this is good. Yeah, we have Charles Schwab as well. BlackRock is pretty important. Bank of America. But yeah, crypto adoption is accelerating. Crazy. All right, moving on. Digital asset investor says XRP treasury companies rock and so does their stock. Look at that. Hyper data incorporation. So, yep. Markets hyperscale data gets boosted. XRP accumulation plan drives 12% stock jump. Okay, for hyperscale data. This is really good for a stock. So, and it's 77 cents a share. That's crazy. All right, this is pretty important here. I want you guys to listen to this. This is really important. I came across this once, and this is the second time I'm getting across it as well. Vivek, CNBC just confirmed live on TV that the USA will release a report on strategic Bitcoin reserve tomorrow. It's happening. So this is a US crypto report due July 30. So as if I'm posting it right now, it'll be tomorrow. So definitely is the same day on July 30 you're going to be hearing this. So we'll see what's going on. But yeah, this is a Bitcoin reserve tomorrow. But of course, it's all about XRP. That's the main focus. But take a listen right here.
The Trump administration is expected to release its first national crypto stockpile report on Wednesday stateside, detailing the structure and contents of the government's digital assets. This includes holdings under the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve and the U.S. Digital Asset Stockpile, which consists of cryptocurrencies seized through legal enforcement actions. Investors are eager to know how much Bitcoin the U.S. government actually owns. The report could also recommend national security and banking access reforms for crypto firms. We're back with Jordi Visser here. The Trump administration is expected.
All right, so you guys heard that. We'll see what happens in July 30. I'm looking up for it. US crypto report. All right, so moving on, we have Smoke saying no one uses XRP except for hundreds of financial institutions like American Express, Bank of America, and Santander. But don't let facts get in the way of a good narrative. So, of course, Versan, Vendel, and we have spoken about XRP usage is going to be used by financial institution and by permission when it comes to this specific digital asset. And it's pretty important to see that this is what's happening, it looks like. So a recent use case, we have XRP, says hundreds of financial institutions, including American Express, Bank of America, Santander, have partnerships with Ripple. Ripple partner with various sustainability leaders, including the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, aiming to hit carbon net zero by 2030. Okay. Talking about the other post we spoke about. Hopefully, as long as utility come in when of course, everybody doesn't know when real utility will come in, and when it happens, XRP price will be so much higher than we think. So it could go $1,000 even before 2030. We'll definitely see. All right, so moving on, we have Maxi say, this is pretty important as well, this is for the ETF filings with the SEC. XRP is about to fucking explode. Wake up, motherfuckers. I like his energy. But yeah, look at this XRP ETF filings with the SEC. You have Bitwise that we spoke about, ETF, Canary Capital we also spoke about, 21 Shares Core we also spoke about. Grayscale, of course, is one we have definitely spoke about in this channel. So a lot of ETFs going on. See, like I know, and some of you guys know, ETFs is like inviting corruption into the crypto space. Now, of course, it will be more public and will be likely to be adopted if it, you know, if it's a ETF, which is right now. So regardless of corruption or not, they're gonna do it the old corrupted American way. So we can't do nothing about that shit. So, but yeah, it's pretty funny. But it's over there. ETFs is crazy right now, which will accelerate public adoption and bank adoption for XRP. All right, so I really want to end it with this. Smoke put out this one's pretty interesting. So the Federal Reserve's David Andolfato confirmed that clearing and settlement at the Fed can be delegated to a third party like Ripple. This explains Ripple's pursuit of a Fed master account to directly settle central bank money using XRP. Here you guys, take a listen.
People say, how can you trust, the Fed to do the bookkeeping? I mean, like I said, my response is, well, you don't expect the Fed to kind of steal your money. I mean, if the Fed can print all the money at once, it's not going to like mess around with your bookkeeping. So, we have this big spreadsheet, the blockchain if you want, but it's just managed by the Fed, and it's very cheap, much cheaper than Bitcoin, if you're willing to delegate the responsibility to a third party. But then the downsides to all of that, of course, is you'd actually suppose you didn't want the Fed to be responsible for processing the payments. I mean, suppose, the Fed will likely impose some KYC restrictions on some purchases. They might not process some purchases that you might want to undertake. And so it was at that point that I said, well, we could, if we wanted to, extend the concept one step further. I'm not saying that this is ever going to happen, but just conceptually, you could imagine not FedWire for all, but kind of like a Fed coin, where what the Fed would do is actually just issue these, Bitcoin-like objects, but and they would enforce a par exchange rate with the U.S. dollar that would eliminate the exchange rate volatility. But they could delegate the clearing of these payments to some third party, some sort of Ripple-like protocol, or possibly even Bitcoin. I mean, we could delegate the responsibility of processing these electronic, Fed coin payments to the miners. And the idea there would be, because that is.
All right, so you guys heard that loud and clear. Of course, a lot of you guys who are the Bitcoin maxis don't understand fucking technology. But we have to fucking tell you what the technology is, and everything is involving XRP. Stellar, HBAR, those are the real ones, not fucking XRP. Ripple XRP, Ripple is a great fintech company that created XRP, where it can literally have and move money with no fucking problems. A lot of you guys just want to, emotionally attach yourself to one specific token. even you guys on the XRP community, you don't just emotionally just be attached to one specific token. Emotions, when it comes to investing, can lead to fucking catastrophe, financial catastrophe. So XRP is not the only one. You have other cryptocurrencies that are going and doing the same agenda and fulfilling the same agenda, just in the same pace as XRP is. And Ripple, XLM, Stellar, great fintech companies with great technology, with amazing, crazy potential, rubbing each other's elbows. And I can't speak enough. It's just self-explanatory, if I may say that. But other than that, this is how I'm going to conclude this video. I hope you all like it, and thank you guys for watching. Take care, and if you guys have anything you want me to cover, definitely just shoot it at me in the comments below, and I'll definitely cover it. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and go to my Patreon. I've been posting a lot of stuff on the Patreon, exclusive information, especially how exit strategies are as well on crypto. But other than that, thank you, and be safe. Take care.